This is all facts. It's like 2 in the morning. I was running damn near naked. That shit was freeing, liberating.
Said you was gonna ride for me.
Yeah.
Said you was tired of me breaking your heart, but you never get tired of me. Said you was tired of me wasting your time, now you ain't got time for me.
It's like a new
Said you
sound.
was tired of all of them lies, but now I'm living honestly. Honestly.
Yeah.
You said you was gonna ride for me.
Yeah.
Remember them times I left you alone, that night you would cry for me.
Hey.
Remember them times I couldn't reach the phone, now you ain't reaching out to me.
How do you get him back when you done fucked up? That's a question. That's a word. You ever been with somebody and you wanted them back? I don't want my back. What is that? I don't be wanting the people I'm with. I don't be wanting them back. Oh, wait, hold up, wait. After I don't want them, then I don't want them. But when I want them, ooh, it hurts so bad. Oh, it hurts so bad. We not gonna act hard like we don't be wanting our hoes back, cause we do, okay? But once we don't want them back, I'm over you.
Still fuck you, but
Oh, now if I fuck you, I might just be trying to put it on you just to be like, yeah, this is what you missing, bitch. Yeah. See, you know, all of this with the hip. I give them hips, nigga. Oh my God. Yeah, that was Cry For Me by the artist Flow Shack. Probably my favorite track right now out. Yeah, Flow Shack. Follow him, Cry For Me. This is a young up-and-coming artist, makes a lot of dope shit. So, yeah, man. Welcome back. This is Blame the Victim podcast. I'm your host, JC Best. Obviously, you bring the problems, we bring the blame. You know how it goes here, bro. We in our third week, y'all, and thank you so much for rocking with us through all the technical difficulties. Y'all deserve a clap for that, yo. Yeah, and of course the advertisement is up, so you don't get an applause. You really haven't been doing enough, okay? Doing most of the work, okay? Oh man, nah, but we do gotta extend that cause. We gotta extend that applause from our boys. Like I'm telling you, I'm here. Like, yo, what up and coming pod is looking like this? Tell me, cause I seen some of the high ones, and yeah, you know they got lighting, you know, and good sound, okay. But do they got this? You know what I'm saying? Do they got the setup though? You know what I mean? So big shout out to my boys, man. Some of the most talented artists in the world, as far as I'm concerned. My man Phoenix in the house. Shout your stuff out, man. This wouldn't be possible without my boy Phoenix, man, on the set design and the production of the site. There we go, baby. You get a little clap. Phoenix, shout your out, my boy.
You can find me at FNX_world_Y.
Yes, sir. And of course, man, the homie, bro, came into my life about, I want to say 5 weeks ago. And ever since, we just been vibing and working. And it's like up. That's how I feel with dude. And really, I can't really have other people around me unless you're doing up with me. You know what I'm saying? My boy, Big C, man. What's up, Big C? How you doing, man? We got a hell of an episode today, fellas. We talking manifestation. Okay, we jumping right into the manifestation talk. And you know, who am I? Who are we? You know, I'm a schmuck just like y'all, right? But you know what? I don't never want to forget this period of life I'm in right now, y'all. I don't. I just, cause I dream so much. I daydream so much. I know it's fitting to happen, but this right here, like this journey, it almost feels sweeter. It almost feels sweeter than the fruit. Now, I don't know that because I haven't had the fruit yet. You know what I'm saying? You know, when you want something, you want it real, real bad. It's like you just imagine how good it's going to be. But everybody, you know, that I be watching on YouTube be talking about the journey. It's about the journey. So I've started in the last couple of weeks to fall in love with the journey, man. And I'm having a good time. And we're going to talk about manifestation from the journey's perspective, you know. So we got a lot going on. Again, this is the podcast. This is Law of Attraction for the Streets, baby. Okay, because where the streets at when you talk about law? I see rich people, I see forward people, I see, all the Instagram people, but where the streets at with the law of attraction? Because I think the streets need this more than anybody. You know what I'm saying? So we got a great show for y'all today. I want to start out with the affirmation of the week. Affirmation of the week is real simple. Everything is working out for me. Period. Everything is working out for me. I started doing something a few months ago, and I swear to God, y'all, I didn't read this in no book. I didn't watch no video. I just started doing it, and it is like happened. It feels crazy. I don't know if anyone ever thought about this trick, but a dude be prone to depression, right? You be prone to depression. You know, it don't matter what's happening. You just be sad. And when you sad, what do? You say sad words like, fuck, nothing works and that shit always going wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like we like human beings, you be like, yo, man, I can't never get nobody I want. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But what I started doing was I would be feeling depressed. And this is what it is, nigga. I feel the way I feel in the time that I feel it. But what I started doing was saying positive words when I would feel bad. I would voice a positive thing that was completely opposite of how I feel. And I would just say it over and over. And it was like the intensity of my negative feeling would go along with the positive words. And then it would be like the positive words would carry that electricity. You know what I'm saying? Again, this ain't nothing from nobody else. This is just something I do. But when shit be going the worst, everything works out for me, baby. Everything, and then I get good in it, and I start feeling, I be like, everything is always working out for me, and I start smiling genuinely, to the point where I can't necessarily in this moment change whatever is happening at that second, but I can literally affect how I feel about what's going on by just them words carrying that electricity. Everything works out for me. You know what I'm saying? Behind in the rent, niggas calling, everything is working out for me. I don't know. I mean, what are the issues that people be having? What's the issue that you would say that niggas be in the trenches about money? Let's keep it low key. Money, money, bro. Forget somebody to sleep with. All that is good. Of course, we want someone to sleep with and fall in love with it. Yeah. Money, but where is the money? That bank, you wake up, that bank account be on $2.63. Everything is working out for everything. Everything is working out for me. Because what choice do you have? You can't put like more money at that second. Or maybe you can. Maybe there's a way. Because I've done some weird shit like that too. We'll get into that at a future time. But the bottom line is, the reaction is always everything working out for me. Don't permit no negative words to come out your mouth when you're feeling negative. Not gonna do it. All you're gonna do is double down on that emotion you're feeling, and then your physical thing will even more so match that. So just a little affirmation of the week. That's something from the vault. Something. Okay. All right, man. This week's sponsor, nobody. I got a text today from the sponsor saying that unfortunately they'll be dropping us as a sponsor because they are cash strapped. Guys, everything is working out for me. Everything is working out for me.
We drink a lot of champagne over here, so if any of
we drink a lot of champagne,
brands.
We drink a lot of champagne. We do a lot of celebration. And let me,
Ace of Spades to holler at.
Ace of Spades. Yeah, man. Oh, true. Ace of Spades. Nah, we be drinking Poppy. Fuck the real shit. Poppy is, Pop. Listen. You trying to go higher?
I was trying to elevate.
Okay, but you know what? I don't care about Ace. I care about Poppy. Poppy, if you listening to me, I be on y'all. Poppy produces a champagne, a gold bottle. I use it in my special. I drink it, and it'd be a cheap little $11, $12 bottle, and it tastes. Do you not think Poppy champagne tastes good, or am I tripping?
I think it tastes great. I want you to get a sponsor that's gonna have the bag and not have
Poppy Hollow, I have no reason to believe that y'all don't have the bag just because I'm the only one drinking y'all. Okay, I have no reason.
You too.
Okay, so other people be drinking. The streets is messing with y'all, Poppy. The streets is messing with y'all. I said okay because I
can't
woke.
afford Ace of Spades, Poppy.
Yeah, I will say that I woke up and I had a marvelous evening. I mean, a marvelous. You know, I did all the things yesterday night. I sprayed my little money. I went for a nice run, naked, damn near naked. We was talking about it before the show. Outside at like 2 a.m. My mind was real clear. I was just listening to my, my third eye pineal gland music that I'd be listening to. I slept well. I felt good, And when I finally woke up, the first text that I did wake up to was that sponsorship text. And I said, okay, now why did this happen? Why did this happen? That here I am vibrating high, feeling great, about everything and feeling like money is coming to me. Money is here. And yet the first text I woke up to is money leaving. And I thought about that, and there could be several reasons. Number one reason is obviously this is not the sponsor for us. We're on to bigger and better things, okay? If I'm being honest with y'all, and this is the truth, I felt that this company was a little not having their shit together. Let's keep it a buck. And you know what? That is something. Now let's say I got into partnership with this company here, and I felt maybe, I don't know, who knows? Maybe they're not the best, but they're offering me money out of nowhere, So I take the money and I say, you know what? I'm just gonna feel great about this company. I'm going to overlook everything I see and just feel, you know what, this sponsorship company is great. You know what I mean? Would that have changed things? Maybe I wouldn't have felt, such a strong feeling like these niggas going probably, not be able to hold up to their end of the bargain at some point. Who knows? Maybe that would have helped. But the bottom line is I seen what I saw and I say, yeah, these are some people. I don't know. We don't know.
Did the money show up?
Yeah, for all the episodes, but going forward, we're on our own. Unless they pull us back. He gave me the old, we're getting funding soon and I got not worried about it. Let me tell you, not only worried about it.
Said you're too controversial. We can't accept this in our.
Okay, so again, Phoenix is saying a word. He's saying maybe they said, listen, he's giving us the money, but maybe it's real. He doesn't want to be affiliated with us. Who knows what the reason? The bottom line is it don't matter what they on. I'm in the experience, So why did I attract this experience to me? It could be any reason, but I'm gonna tell you, I said thank you. I said thank you, truthfully, and honestly, bro, if you're gonna be feeling bad about something. I don't know. I don't think. What do you guys think about that? Like, my feeling was that the guy would probably end up not being able to come through at some point, and it happened just like.
But you manifested that.
So that is possible. That is possible that by my feelings and my thoughts, me thinking like these guys are probably not, and it happened just the way I thought it. In
your manifestation, or you just saw it for what it was, and you called it for what it actually was.
I really do feel like it's both.
How can you call something for what it is if you don't know what it is yet? Why even try to throw that as something?
Oh!
Because if he's
Well,
saying...
why-
No, we're gonna stop right there. No, we're gonna stop right there. Phoenix, that's exactly right. That's it. Bro, Phoenix, you come on and come. See, this is why we gotta get this applause right. Oh, yeah, it works right away. That's a great point. Phoenix is saying, if you don't specifically 100% know for sure in the future that they are going to do something shady, why would you allow your mind to think and process that type of thought? That is a great point, even based on what I see. Go ahead.
But he does also, his point, again,
I want to get to...
that there's a negative connotation to it.
Phoenix, no, Phoenix, you stay over here. Don't go over there. Don't go over there. Yeah, exactly. Now y'all arguing over the point.
At the end of the day.
Phoenix, stay over there with your point. Big C, what are you saying with your point?
I'm saying, if you were able to visibly see small issues here and there in front of you, it is kind of okay to make the assumption off of what you're literally looking at.
why couldn't I create a situation where, you know, I like in my mind, I just played with it and daydreamed it like this sponsorship is going to keep on paying more money and more money and more money. Because I did at some points think that I was like, you know what, the rate of this podcast, and because I'm so happy with the content and everything that we're doing, I'm like, I literally said it yesterday. I was like, soon they're gonna be doubling what they're paying us, easy. Like I said it, I said easy, but weeks ago, when I was dealing and first kind of dealing with them consistently, I was like, this is I don't know, and also. I was supposed to start this podcast months ago, and at the time, I had actually negotiated a better deal, but I slacked. I was going through my depression shit, and I didn't get it off. And so maybe this is as a result of me kind of like being lax. This is just what happened. I kind of linked up with somebody I was matching with energy-wise at the time. It don't really matter. The bottom line is, my reaction to this moment is that it's all good. It's all good, baby. We're just growing and growing, and everything works out for me. Everything works out for me. There's a scripture actually in the Bible that says all things work for good for those who love God. Who is God? Aren't we God? Do you not love yourself? Do you not love yourself to actually think positively? Like, do we really have to go through this life thinking that, is the sponsorship going to keep their deal? Or, is this people going to keep their contract? Or, am I going to make my dreams? Or, really? Every time I go to the grocery store, I got to wonder, is this is this debit card going to go through or not? I mean, been there. Been there. But ultimately, yeah, man, nah. So we looking at everything as good. It's all working out for me. I don't know quite what the silver lining is with this situation, but I can't wait to find out. And it's gonna be a good one. It's gonna be a good one. So that's the sponsorship of the week. Everybody was getting me to do the sponsorship earlier. I was like, guys, I think we should do the sponsorship at the end of the show this week. Everybody's like, no, let's do it. You should be doing your sponsorship all throughout. You should do it at the beginning and the middle. I was like, are you sure? They're like, yes. I was like, okay, we'll do it at the beginning. Okay. We're gonna keep this thing going, bro. This segment of the show is called, and this is quickly becoming, I didn't know this was going to be such a great segment, but it's called Blame the, Who's to Blame? Who's the blame? Picture. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, you know what that sound means. It's time for Who's to Blame, baby. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. Blame it. It's all your fault. Woo! Yeah. All right. And that was Who's to Blame. Okay, and we're back. All right. So this week's Who to Blame comes from a man from Atlanta, Georgia, and we just, I'm assuming that they're from Atlanta based on this story. Their story is quickly going viral on Facebook. Clarence Yarbrough left his fiancé, which was a woman, for another man and kept the same wedding date. Now, if that ain't some Atlanta shit, I just don't know what is. But let's go ahead and get into it, because this is a story that is really making a lot of people upset, mostly women. How could he do this? How? Because Clarence set this wedding date with this woman, and for all intents and purposes, they look like a great couple. He's very masculine, handsome man with a full head of hair and nice white teeth. It's like, get right? And, he presents himself in a way where, he's looking for love and he loves his women, and they get engaged after just a few months. And they set their wedding date for September. And looks like just about a month ago, he leaves her. And finds a man, and I don't know how quick or where he found this man. I understand. I think it was from a church. But they have the same wedding date as he had with his fiancé, which is savage. So, first off, the wedding date, keeping the same wedding date is a savage act. That is a savage act. So that's kind of what got my ears perked up, is like, whoa, come on, make it make sense. I mean, fine, you leave your wife, this is the woman that you're going to be with, no problem, it's not working out, you leave, you move on, fine, I get that, it happens. But keeping the same wedding date is sending a message. Is it not? I mean, really. It's like, this is what we got from the man.
Guess what, everybody? My friend has a CDL training class coming up. So if you want your CDL license, baby, you drive an 18-wheeler, you can drive whatever you want, when you want it. As long as you got a CDL license, you always have a car.
Guys, meet Clint.
Okay, so as you can see, this man is living his best life, looking like he just got a BBL. Can you return once out, just like we did the thing? Return just once out, and the BBL looking good though. Okay, I ain't even gonna lie, I holla at him, he looking like my type, What's that? He said it's square? But no, that's just the way he's standing, because the tuck is, listen, this is the deal, ladies. When a man wearing a workout outfit that he's looking better in it than you, baby, he's not for you. I don't know what to say. It's the
square top.
Oh man, looking good as he want to look though. Looking good as he want to look. Yeah, and listen, what Clarence is basically saying is, listen, they just grew apart. They just grew apart. Now, I did some digging, and come to find out that Clarence used to be, in 2021, a very effeminate man. And then New Year's of 2022, he said he was going to turn over a new leaf, and he was going to do something different in his life.
He got a whole new fucking tree.
What was that?
He got a whole new tree. Fuck a leaf.
Yeah, this is an oak tree. I mean, and he did that, he did that because he got with this beautiful young lady here, and she fell hook, line, and sinker. And, people are very upset about how you could do that. All he did was go back to the person that he truly is inside. How can you be mad at him? He's happy with this man. How can you be upset for him when he's truly living his best life? The victim is 100% the woman in this case, and it is your fault, sweetie. It is absolutely your fault, okay? Now, what did you do? Maybe you thought that he could change. Maybe you truly didn't know, but girl, if you ain't know, girl, if you ain't know, baby, that's on you. You got to get your gaydar up. I mean, seriously, because this could happen again and again. I mean, if this happened to you, what? Come on, man.
But same at the same time, he wasn't dressed like this. Not all gay men dress like this. I mean, you come from a religious background. You never dressed in such a manner. But yet,
well, I'm also not gay. Fuck you. Listen, boo. No, I'm not.
Okay.
And honestly, this man, it really shows you something now, because he went with this woman, right? Is he not sleeping with her? Yeah, I'm sure they're sleeping together.
Right.
They're happy. I mean, you see their little announcement. Everybody's cheering for them and happy for them. So you can't say that you can keep somebody in a box, because I'm just not for that. If somebody says that they want to be with a woman after they've been with men all their life, who am I to say that they can't do that?
I kind of feel like there was something that was telling her, but we don't know, because we're not her brain. We don't know how she conceived it.
If there was nothing telling you, then why? Like, what?
Well, because we do have to take into account there are people out here who they don't necessarily have the most fucked up intentions, but they do fucked up shit.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So maybe, yeah, he wanted to see what it was like on the straight side or whatever like that, and what it's like to be with a woman and everything like that. But I think what people are more upset with is, did you have to include another person in your journey shit?
What do you mean?
Like, explore what you want to explore. Cool. But I think people are looking at it from the standpoint of, if you wanted to just go back to who you were, or you started off this way and all this whole thing.
Nah.
People are more upset with him. I'm not. I'm saying people are more upset with him.
Guys.
Over the fact that he did this to another person, a woman, or whatever.
If someone, no one did this to you, sweetie. No one did this to you, sweetie. If you do not know, okay, if you are not aware that a man has this potential, or a woman or a partner has this potential to do this to you, you missed some cues. That's on you. Yeah. You did not realize things that you should have realized. Now, it's not just about him being masculine.
It could be very difficult to tell if a man is gay or not in this day and age. I know men walk around left and right holding guns, like little murder.
Yeah.
Doing living regular lives, going to work every single day. Some men don't have the feminine attributes you would consider a gay man with.
Right.
Not all men are raised to be effeminate.
Right. So apparently, everyone said that she was like a nurse practitioner. After this whole thing, this guy goes on live and starts saying she was just a CNA. She was broke. She didn't have no money. Like really going in on her. And again, I'm going to ask y'all, Miss, you didn't see any signs that he was the type of person to actually, treat you like this? Apparently he was paying for everything, stuff like that.
You didn't have any gay friends that noted that he was gay?
With gay men at all. Like, they just don't.
Right.
Like,
but they don't. Some men don't, show their feminine qualities.
But also, like, some women know that their men sleeps with men and they're okay with that, and they have an understanding. And who am I to say that that's not a healthy relationship? My issue is, girl, you ain't know he was going to treat you like this? I mean, keeping the same wedding day, that's shady behavior. He never demonstrated behavior like that throughout the 4, 5, 6, 7 months that you guys were together. It's not just about masculinity.
If he was playing his game right, yeah, hell yeah.
Who knows if they didn't have an arrangement? They might have had an arrangement where she knew about him already. It's not necessarily like that. He gave the impression that she was dry. Okay, and I'm saying to you, women out there, who are so concerned with DL men and your man sleeping with da 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 da. First off, if you've got gut feelings that your man is gay or something like that, and if you're okay with it and you want to have a conversation with him, then that's fine, because I do believe that you can have a healthy relationship where your man, or you have, you sleep with, you're attracted to both sexes. But if you have the type of person in your life that you think they're going to treat you in a shady way, not being honest about who they are attracted to, they treat you, messed up in other ways, like with money and things. Come on, these are signs. These are signs. And a lot of y'all settle for men who treat you like this. A lot of y'all do have gut feelings and you don't listen to it. You don't listen to your own intuition. Or maybe y'all have arrangements. And if you have an arrangement, I have to tell you guys, if your man decides to lose you, well, you don't own him. You have an arrangement. You don't own your partner, guys. If the man wants to leave or the woman wants to leave for somebody else, guess what? That's their prerogative. You don't own them. I'm sorry. Sorry. So, it's really like intuition is really important. Listening and communicating, that's really important. But at the end of the day, if you don't want to attract situations like this in your life, you got to pay attention a little bit more. I hope you're learning a lesson. I hope you learned a lesson so it doesn't duplicate itself. But you don't have to have DL men in your life. I'm sorry, you just don't. If you don't. You can have somebody that sleeps with men and make it real sexy if you accept that. But DL, that's a lying thing. And if you're attracting people that lie to you, then that's something that you got to dig deeper in. Yeah. You got to dig deeper in. Okay. And back. Okay. And so that leads us into our main topic of the day, manifestation. Oh, man. I'm so excited to talk about this. First off, what is manifestation? Okay. What is manifestation? For our purposes, and this is not any type of dictionary, this is just our purposes. Manifestation is when you bring something into your reality from the inside. Okay? And what do I mean by the inside? You think something, you feel it. And then all of a sudden that thing that you thought about or you felt is shows up in your current reality. Here are some very basic examples of manifestation. And this, mind you, is has nothing to do with whether or not you believe in spiritual or religious stuff. Okay, you think bad thoughts about let's say it's a partner. Let's say that you have a hunch of something and you just keep thinking it. Okay, about a partner. Let's say they're cheating on you, right? And you just constantly thinking and feeling, I think that this motherfucker is cheating, and then you find out you were absolutely right. Okay, what's another example of manifesting something? Because manifesting doesn't have to be good. It's not good. It's not about bad. It's not about religious. It's not spiritual. It's just about something you thought about or felt happens. Okay, here's an example. My phrase back in the day when I was driving, I had to sell my baby recently. I didn't have to sell my baby. I'm so glad to not have a car. But when I was driving and having to worry about a parking spot, I used to always say, I always found a spot. I always find a spot. And do you know, I believed it. I believed it in my bones, because when I first started studying about this spiritual stuff, one of the books said, try it out. So I tried out just like literally pulling up to a spot. It was at a mall, I think in Jersey, and just feel Queens. I'm sorry, same difference. And just feeling like, yeah, you know, I have a spot. I'm gonna have a spot. And literally within a minute, somebody pulled out, and that's a little thing. That's a little thing. And I parked in the spot. It's a small little thing. But in that moment, it resonated with me. I could have tried it with anything. But all I knew was, you know, I was reading a book about calling to task what it is that you're wanting, and like just knowing that it's going to happen. And I tried it with a parking spot, and it made such an impact in my life that every single time after that, and guys, this is not an exaggeration, with almost, I'm talking about maybe 98% of the times after that situation, I would be looking for a spot and I would find it very quickly. Just literally, I always find a spot. And to the point where I didn't even have to roll up to a spot and say the words, I always find a spot. All I had to do is feel I was going to find a parking spot, and I would find it. You know? And that's also an example of manifestation. Manifesting can be big, it can be small, it can be little, it can be whatever. You know what I'm saying? But bringing something to reality from inside.
I think the key to manifestation is working the small things out to get to the big goal.
Yeah.
And doing the small accounts.
And then the small thing account, because there can be a vision, like, okay, for instance, I'm a music artist and I want to be on the Grammy stage and I want to be performing here or there, but I have to also remember that I need to go to the dance studio. I need to go to the studio to record the song. I need all the vocalization. I need all the vocal practice. Those manifestations. You
were going in a different. I'm fine with this direction too.
In the sense of, like, I know I have no money to get there, right? I have no money to hit the studio, but in the manifestation for me to get that, to go into that studio, I may be like, okay, I'm gonna go to the studio. I'm gonna get there somehow, some way. It's gonna happen. I know it's gonna happen. I just gotta get there.
Let's address that. What Phoenix is talking about is something called inspired action. Okay, so inspired action is a huge thing in manifestation, because there are a lot of people who think, oh, I can just feel it and think it, and then it's going to happen just like that, and I don't have to do anything. I just lay in my bed and chill. No, you cannot just lay in your bed and chill. Okay, you cannot just lay in your bed and chill. But What I am communicating to you is that when it is time to take action, it does not feel forced. It's like you've envisioned wanting to perform at the Grammys, and it's so strong in you that your desire is to go to the studio and practice your craft, that you are constantly going over your music. It's constantly like you're living and breathing it, and it's the most natural thing. That is what I'm talking about, and that's the action that I'm about taking. If it's about forcing yourself to practice and do music when it's really not your thing like that, but you want to be on the Grammys, good luck.
Yeah.
Good luck. You know? And mind you, I don't work hard king. I'm not working hard. But the action that I do take, which is quite a bit, is inspired. It feels good. When it's feeling forced and nah, it's not for me. Where I thought you was going in that, Phoenix, with the manifestation, what the point that I thought you were making, well, it's related to actually the story that I have. So 2 days ago, my nephew, who was locked up, called me from jail, and
Free homie.
yeah, free the homie, free nephew. You know what I'm saying? Free big neff. You know, and he called me excited from jail. That's funny right there. What could you possibly be happy about in jail?
I'd be happy with the fact that you woke up the next day. You do.
Okay, yeah, that you woke up in jail. Yeah. You could be happy. You could be happy about that. I had been trying to get this nephew to practice a little methodology for months. You know, when he got the charge, when he first went into prison, you know, a couple months after he was talking, he just wasn't in a place to hear it. Okay? And I was trying to get him to daydream before bed. Not for the purpose of changing anything, but for the purpose of, like a child, getting yourself to feeling good, thinking about what it was that you wanted to think about, and literally drifting off to sleep in that wonderful state. Just trying to get him, and of course there was a reason I was trying to get him. I was trying to get him to believe that he could change the outcome of his sentence. You know, instead of him getting 12 to 20, which is what he was looking at, because this is his second major offense, you know, to reduce it quite a bit. And you know, he wasn't really just he just wasn't feeling it. You know, he just wasn't feeling it. And he calls me excitedly to tell me that the most recent time we talked, just a couple weeks ago, he listened. Because I say it to every single time we talk. And he said he listened to it, and he didn't believe. I told him to envision that the person was walking and saying, "You're free to go." Okay, just and fall asleep in that state that somebody's telling him I'm free to go, and his dreams. Who knows where his dreams are going to be overnight? So he said he couldn't believe that somebody would just say he's free to go, but he did say that they could tell him 18 months. I said, okay, that's reasonable. He said that he could imagine that somebody could say, okay, your sentence is reduced to 18 months, and he calls me excited and he says, "I did it, Unc, I did it. I did what you did. I daydreamed." And 3 days later, on Monday, when I had my hearing, the lawyer, I walk in the room and my attorney says, "You're going to be upset with me." And he's like, "Why, man? Well, why? What's the..." And the attorney says, "Well, I got you 18 months. Which was not even on the table. Not even on the table. And he is like, it works. He's going in on the phone. Great, just da-da-da-da. And of course, I asked him if I could tell the story. And Phoenix, where I thought you were going with this is that sometimes it's easier to manifest believable things or things that you don't really care about before the big stuff. Okay, there's a mystical teacher by the name of Neville Goddard from like the 30s, 40s, 50s, and this guy has a ladder exercise. He says, try this for 3 nights in a row. 3 nights in a row. Just try it. Envision yourself climbing a ladder. before you go to sleep. Okay? Check how deep this is, y'all. Check how deep this is. Just imagine yourself, imagine the color of the ladder, okay? Imagine yourself putting one foot up, grabbing one hand here. Like, how would you climb the ladder? Like, it doesn't have to be it could be any type of ladder. Just envision it. 3 nights in a row, because you don't give a damn about ladders. You don't care. You care about money. You care about why you're not in love. You care about why aren't your dreams happening. But a ladder, there's no resistance. Gives a damn. Just do it as an exercise. Dream it. And I did this. And his claim is that if you do this for 3 nights, at some point in the next week or so, you're going to find a ladder. And you're going to climb that shit. Because you're not going to believe it. And I was performing for it at a show. Shout out to the V Spot on the Lower East Side. They will remember this story. Alex Carabano, one of the owners at the store, he'll remember this story. We were performing at a show, and it was good vibes. It was great. The show ends, and there's a second show because there's a crowd lingering. We're all hanging out. So we say we're going to do a second show, okay? And the guy is performing. He's having a set. We're in the crowd chilling, and the comedian starts freestyling and does like a little rapping, and then he says some Bubba Bear, just like I'm big, just like that ladder over there. And I look over to my right, and there is a freaking ladder. After I had done this exercise for 3 nights in a row. And by the way, it didn't happen within a week. I think it happened like a little after a week for me. And I was like starting to feel like, damn, it didn't work for me. And when he pointed to the ladder, I screamed in the showroom. Like, just couldn't believe it.
Also, manifesting is you have to be in alignment for what you're asking for. You cannot be in alignment for what you're
Let's
asking for.
start.
You can't be a chef and say, I want to be a singer.
Let's hit the basics first. That is a point, Phoenix, but let's start with the basics, okay?
That is the basics.
Because who is in an alignment for a ladder? What alignment was I for a ladder?
You wanted to grow. Your alignment was
No, I didn't.
grow.
No, I didn't. My issue
What
was
was the point of climbing?
a great point. My issue was, and my problem was I was having issues with manifesting. So I was feeling like, damn, I don't know if this works for me. So this guy, Neville Goddard, brings out this exercise and says, this is an exercise to show you that, you know, what you do before your dream, you know, before you fall asleep into your dream state is a way to actually manifest things in your reality. And so when I did this, after I did this, and mind you, I told them, get that ladder out, had them stop the show, climbed the ladder, ran around the block. And you know what's so funny? The owners, they didn't argue. They didn't do any. They saw me having a moment, and they literally just dragged the ladder out for me. It was the craziest thing. And I ran around the block, and I felt a jolt of confidence, like, oh my God, I could manifest anything, you know, which I needed that. Because at the time, you know, guys, there are times when we just feeling like we're not manifesting. Like, Big C, can you attest to this? That there are times where you're just like, man, I want something and it is aloof from me.
Times is an understatement for me.
Times is an understatement.
It's majority of the pattern in my life. Like,
I wouldn't say that. You know, I would hate to say. I wouldn't say
he
that.
wasn't in alignment with what his destiny was.
Yeah.
He wasn't in alignment with. He was going back and forth.
Should I do music? Should I do music? Should I do fashion? Should I be a chef? I was so many places that the music just wasn't working because I kept piecing my focus everywhere but specifically on the music. But once I started really processing my mind to look at music as going somewhere for me, that's when it actually really did start to take off. To be honest, this time around with music now in my 30s is actually working because I'm in alignment with this is what
Would you say
what I think.
that the fact that you're doing music quite successfully, I might add, okay? Would you say that you've manifested your situation right now?
I think I walked into what manifestation was already there. That's what I really think happened. I think it was already there waiting for me It's just had to be, my mind had to be in the right place to walk towards it instead
That,
of running around, doing flips, going down, going up.
that is literally alignment. That is literally alignment. You know, the fact, you know, that you are, I mean, just the fact that you use those words, you are literally aligned. You're saying that you know, align. So that's good. But that is manifestation.
Yeah.
Bro, you manifested where, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the question of the matter is, how do you manifest things that feel that they are aloof to you? Well, a part of this little method here with sleeping at night is Neville tells you during the day you write, I will not climb a ladder. You literally write all day long, I will not climb a ladder. You put it in your phone. He didn't say phone. He said you write it, put it by your mirror. You put it by yourself. You say, I will not climb a ladder. But then at night, you drift off and dream yourself into a state where you're thinking about climbing a ladder. Why do you think he says that? Why do you think he says, don't say, I will not climb a ladder during your waking hours during the day? Because he knows that if you are trying to climb a ladder, you're trying to get this project to work, you're going to be thinking about a ladder all damn day. You're literally going to be like, I gotta find the ladder. Where's the ladder? Where's the ladder? You know, where's that ladder? I gotta find that ladder. You know, and that act of just not being able to let things go, that act of like, oh my, you know, gotta find the ladder. That act is what keeps our manifestations from materializing. You have to let it go. You have to let it go. When you're delving into this type of, you know, listen, this is not the teachings of people who say you got to work hard. I'm sorry, guys, this ain't it. This ain't it. It ain't. This is not that. I'm not teaching that methodology here. I'm not learning that, and quite frankly, I have no interest in that. Yes. I really do not. No. The idea is that yes, you do the inspired action. You know, you live your dream. You go for it and all that. But this, I got to do this. I got to do that whole it's literally going to keep it. It's like a carrot with a rabbit. You're constantly going to be trying to get that carrot. You know, that's not how you make things happen in this world.
Not by worrying about it.
Manifestation, guys, comes in different forms. I am content where I am right now with how can I say this? I am content right now with being appreciative for every little thing that happens, bad or good. I have a strong feeling that's the way to manifest what you want, okay? You have to be actually content with where you are, wherever that is. Let's say you're in a fucking shack right now listening to this goddamn podcast. You got barely a pot to piss in, but you have aspirations for great dreams. Don't wait until good things start happening for you until you start thinking, that you're manifesting something. No. Start with the air you breathe. I can walk out of this shack and breathe fresh air. Thank you. Just feel thankful, you know. I don't know. Maybe you work out in the park. Maybe you wash up at the YMCA. Maybe you wash up at Planet. Thank you. Some people can't even wash up at Planet Fitness. Thank you. I'm able to wash up at Planet Fitness. And like literally to the universe. Thank you. And feel it. You know what I'm saying? Like I can shower in motherfucking Planet Fitness. I ate today. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you ate. I don't know, maybe it's some Cheetos. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the Cheetos, nigga. Whatever. Because guess what? You only got what you got anyway. So whatever the fuck you got, just feel thankful for it. And that is how you start building momentum to getting the big fucking things that are on its way, baby. Because if you have it, it's happening. Maybe not on this earth. Maybe not in this universe. Maybe not in this time. Bitch, it's happening somewhere. If it happens in your mind that you're a big fucking star, nigga, you're a star. You're a college graduate. You have your own business. Whatever it is that's in your mind, if you can imagine, it's happening somewhere. So if you want it to materialize, if you want it to manifest in this experience now, it starts with in this moment now, feeling grateful for what you have and just slowly letting that momentum build, baby, until the shit you want is actually materializing in front of your very, very eyes. All right, this was a good week, man. This was a good week. We took some roundabout but we got to the destination. We're gonna end with our quote of the week. Damn, can we just get a little bit of applause? I feel like today's show is so serious, man. Hey, don't nobody. Do I ever be this serious? More advertisements. You don't get no applause. Let's just finish up. That's what the universe is saying. Fuck your applause, and then get on with the show. You already late in the game. The quote of the week, guys. Every man is a golden link in the chain of my success. Every man is a golden link in the chain of my success. When I was with my ex, and he was at his most evil, I came upon this quote, and I would look him in his eyes while he was being just the most evil person that you could just imagine. And I would look at him and think this thought: every man is a golden link in the chain of my success. Every person that we meet in this life, we have the option to think bad of them, to maybe observe the shittiness that they're acting like and basically say, okay, they are this shitty, or we can create a scenario where we believe that there is a reason that they're in our life, and we choose to think of them as a chain in the golden link of your success. And that's how I looked at my ex, and sure enough, he brought so much good to my life, baby. Still, I'm thriving because of some of the things that I encountered with my ex. He proved to be exactly what I felt about him. Okay? So believe that every man is a golden link in the chain of your success, and indeed they will be. All right, this was an awesome episode. Guys, if you have issues in your life and you want to discuss them, please write into us at blamethevictimpodcast@gmail.com, and we will help you to resolve those issues by showing you how it's your fault. You can follow us at blamethevictimpod on Instagram, on IG. Fellas, shout it out again. Where can they find you?
FNX_World_Y.
FNX_World_Y. Big C.
Big C, B-I-G-C, period, is music.
Big G.
B-I-G.
B-I-G.
C. Period.
Is music. And you can find me at JC Knows Best. We will be back next week with another episode of Blame the Victim.